Good morning, Leos. This is Monday, September 22nd. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat, and this is going to be a reading for the upcoming week. This is just a general reading for Leo. So if you're here and you're listening to this message was meant for you. I will be doing readings every Monday for all the fire and earth signs, and then for on every Wednesday I do all the air and water signs. So September 2025, big crazy month, much happening. We've just had this solar eclipse. We had the lunar eclipse earlier, which may have stirred up some deep emotions with you in regards to like shared resources or emotional attachments that you might have break. So let those revelations and things that happen guide your way going forward. This month, Leo, for you has been all about magnetism, money, and momentum. And you just are needing to make sure you're being careful and strategic in all that you're doing. So let's see what the tarot says for you this week, shall we, Leo? All right, this is the tarot reading for Leos for the week of September 22nd through the 29th. All right, I am using the Centennial Smith weight deck, a deck I really enjoy. I talk a little bit more about it in other videos. I think that one's you right now, Leo. You are represented by the sun today, Leo, and that does not surprise me right now with what you have going on energetically. This month is all about a blend of celebration and recalibration. You have been glowing with confidence. Things are going, you're kind of in this, you're in this groove. You're doing well. And so no wonder that you're represented by the sun. So what is crossing you is the Emperor. Okay. That jives, that tracks so far. Down here in your subconscious tool shed, you have a 10 of Pentacles. Stepping out of your immediate past, we're looking at a 9 of Cups. Wow, you really have had quite the week, Leo, I think. Up here crowning you in your crowning position is a Knight of Swords. Here in your immediate future this week is some heartache. It's a 3 of Swords. Some heartbreak, the end of something. Not surprising. We've just come out of this lunar eclipse earlier in the month that put, things in perspective, and you're readjusting things with relationships and things. And we're letting old things go. So you're stepping into that in your immediate future this week, Leo. You in your environment this week are going to be feeling the 4 of Cups. And then your environment, though, is going to be one of strength. We've got the Strength card in your environment. You're getting just a beautiful spread this week, Leo, with major arcana. It's very good looking. In your hopes and fears section, you have the Death card. And in your final outcome, you've got the Moon. Wow. What a spread, Leos. You've got many major arcana. You're represented by the 19th major arcana, the Sun. You're crossed by the 4th major arcana, the Emperor. You've got some Pentacles, Cups, and Swords, no Wands at all. And then you've got over here, you've got Strength, Death, Moon. Interesting. Wow. Quite the week. Not surprising. It has been a really cosmically charged, energetically charged week. So let's pull one more card. This is our confirmation card that I like to pull for this is my holographic deck. Also a classic Rider-Waite illustrations, but in a holographic deck. And that is our confirmation card for you, Leo, for this reading for today. So we're just going to keep that covered with my little universe in a pyramid here. And we'll keep that hidden until the end of our reading. And then it will give us some further confirmation about this spread here. So, so let's get into this. I'm going to move this a little bit this way. All right, Leos. So Leos, as I said, you are presented by the Sun card. this week. You're beaming, you're feeling you're radiating, everything's going your way. This is my favorite card probably in the tarot because it's just happy and bright, and you're achieving things. You're celebrating it. It's a card of just fulfillment, happiness in action, and there's a lot of action happening. Things are happening, things are going on. That is what is representing you this week, Leo. Crossing you is the fourth major arcana, which is the Emperor. The Emperor represents rules, structure, stability, things like that are very important in our life, in our society, to know and keep in mind. And these rules and the structure and the stability is what's coming up as your challenge, or what's crossing you, or maybe your awareness this week. So again, I think it's just like I said in the beginning that, you've been charging for it and you're experiencing all this like kind of exhilaration right now with what's happening, and you need to be strategic and you need to be structured. So you want to like charge ahead, but you need that structure is going to be important for you. Down here in your tool shed, what you have going for you that you're bringing to the table is this 10 of Pentacles, which is fulfillment, is financial fulfillment and security, and having enough and what you need, and so you have come out of that so that you have things, I think, you have resources at your disposal, which is a good thing. And because that's down here in your subconscious tool shed, is that feeling of having enough. So you're coming out of that, but that's interesting because you're not going to feel that in your environment this week. It's there with you, but you're not realizing it. We'll get to that in just a minute as we get around to how you are in your environment. You're stepping out of, in your immediate past, 9 of Cups, which is a great feeling of feeling very satisfied. He's sitting there, his arms are crossed. He's got these 9 cups overhead, and he's just kind of enjoying and admiring all his blessings. And cups represent feelings and emotions, your passion, things that are close to your heart. So you're fulfilled with that. You've had that, and you're coming out of that in your immediate past, feeling very content and satisfied in that regard. Crowning you, though, up here in your crowning position is this Knight of Swords. Rushing in, swift action, swift communication, air sign, coming in very quickly with thoughts and ideas, some new thought, idea, rushing into, so it's up here crowning you. So I think that this is somebody that I'm trying to see what I pick up from this card. Now, knights are usually adults, but younger adults, not older adults, middle-aged adults who in your life, not necessarily male or female, but this would be one rushing in who's a very swift communicator, somebody who's maybe got a quick tongue, good talker. It's coming up in your ideal, crowning you. So maybe this is who the energy that you strive for is this swift action with your thoughts and your ideas, and being able to push them forward into the world faster. This knight is wanting to charge ahead. So I'm thinking this is why this is crowning you, is because you're feeling like you're kind of wanting to, or maybe have a situation where you maybe should charge ahead a little bit. Sometimes it's good to not hesitate. Those who hesitate are lost sometimes and lose the opportunity. So do be careful. You're being crossed by this Emperor, but you may be feeling like you want to rush in with this thought, this idea, this whatever this is. Or maybe you're hoping for somebody to rush in as in your ideal, but no, I think that would end up in your hopes and fears. This is crowning you. This is crowning you. So I think this is telling you that you need to take action. The Sun is an active card. You're happy, but you're not still. It's a lot of motion and action in the Sun card. So So I think you're wanting to stay moving forward and rushing forward toward all this stuff, these great things that you feel happening to you. Stepping into your very immediate future this week is going to be a little bit of heartache and hardship. This Three of Hearts. It's the end of something. These are always a change. Change is coming. And so this is some sort of heartache. This is having to say goodbye to something that was important to you, that kind of hurt to say goodbye to. It may have been having to end a friendship, having to end some sort of connection, maybe something like that. Some sort of loss is coming in the immediate future that you're going to have to confront and deal with. You are feeling this week like, Leos, a Four of Cups. This is a card of dissatisfaction. You have enough. You are not wanting. You've come out of this Nine of Cups situation where you feel like, oh, I've got plenty. I have had plenty. I've been very fulfilled and satisfied. However, is that all there is? He's got three full cups in front of him. There's a cloud holding out the other cup, and he's got his arms across his chest going, isn't there more? Is there any more? Because I think that's, I think I'm worth more. And so you're feeling like that. Around you in your environment, you've got the Strength card. So, and this is strength of will. This is willpower. This isn't force. This woman is gently getting the lion to let her put her hand in his mouth, open his mouth, just by her sure will of her spirit and her being. And so the strength to get through, I think this is telling you that you will have the strength in your environment to get through this, whatever this heartache is that you're going to have to deal with in order to achieve more than what you've been satisfied with before. Now you're no longer satisfied with this thing, and you're wanting to achieve more. And so you're going to have to exercise a little bit of strength to keep pushing forward. The fear after about the 23rd or so of the month, like starting tomorrow, is that all this energy is going to start, you're going to start to feel a crash or come down, and you have to be careful. You have to be mindful to do all those self-care things that you know to do. That's going to be really important. Your hopes and fears, and I'm sure this is fear. It might be hope. Because if you're hoping to start something completely new, you're going to need to do away with the old. And that's what the Death card is all about. Seldom does it signify an actual death. It's usually a dying away of old things to make way for new ones. So it could be the dying away of an old relationship, a marriage, a partnership, a dying away of an old belief system that you've rethought and decided is not what you agree with anymore. So that is in your hopes and fears section. Probably a fear for most people. This is fear. They don't want to face death. And it's what you need to remember is it's not nearly the darkest card in the tarot. There's only a little bit of black in the flag. The horse is white, which means purity. It's riding off into a sunrise, which means a new day. It's a very hopeful card. He's riding off into the sun. He's got different characters there with him looking at death differently. So you have a child who's kind of just quizzical and like wondering about death. And you have the lady who's weeping, and then you have somebody prostrate on the ground. Then the priest that's begging and pleading with death. And so they're all considering death and approaching death with a different perspective. So this card is all about, you've got to go through this to move on and get new, better things. We've constantly have to go through this cycle. And so how well you move through it depends on how you approach it and how you look at it, how you look at death. Okay, if you fear it because, you're clinging to all those stuff that needs to go, it's going to be hard for you. But if you consider that death is just a necessary passing away to move into something better, then it's not so scary. I've learned I do not fear this death card at all. Not at all. I'm much more afraid of the devil card or the tower. So anyway, do not fear the death card. That is in your hopes and fears section. The final outcome here this week for you, Leos, is going to be the moon card. So you're moving forward, but the way is going to be hidden. the way is, it's not going to be immediately clear to you. There's going to be a lot of things. Maybe there are things that you feel you're unaware of, or maybe things that are being kept from you. And you are going to move forward between these two towers, but you're sort of moving into the unknown. You got to take a little step of faith, and it's a little scary. It's dark, it's scary. There's spooky things there that you don't know yet. But do not fear the unknown. Do keep moving forward cautiously. And I think you are going to achieve these amazing things because you're definitely trying to level up even more. You've had success. You've had fulfillment. That's wonderful. You're feeling wonderful. You're crossed by this structure, these rules and things. But I feel like you want to rush in and you want to make things even better. You want more, obviously, because you're feeling the Four of Cups card here. You're being given strength. You're fearing that letting go of all that stuff, but that's okay. It's scary. You're going to let go of all this stuff and step into the unknown. The moon is mystery and unknown, and that can be very scary. So yeah, hang in there. Gosh, I wonder what our confirmation card would be. It's got to be something about stepping into the unknown. It very well could be a card about trusting your intuition. Maybe the High Priestess, maybe the Queen of Cups, or I'm not sure. I'm so curious what this confirmation card for you could be this week, Leo. So let's find out what it is. Ha! I said the High Priestess, and we got the High Priestess. So, wow. All right, I just gave myself goosebumps. That doesn't happen very much, but I like it when it does. The High Priestess is very confirming right after the moon. She is the second major arcana, and she knows all. There are no secrets from the High Priestess. She is intuition. She is when she shows up, the message is trust your intuition, trust your gut. You know what you know, moving forward, trust that. And that's what the High Priestess tells you to do. So, wow. Okay. Awesome reading. Very good reading, Leos. Thank you for being with me with Kat. Please, if you like this reading, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Helps my channel a lot. I'd love to continue this. I love doing it. Also, hit this lotus button that's going to pop up right over here. That is the button you hit right there with me in the lotus to subscribe to my channel and get those notifications the next time your tarot reading pops up. So Leos, oh my gosh, incredible reading. Have a wonderful week. Hope to see you back here next week at Tarot with Kat. Thank you.